everyone, my name is the Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing the third level of Ivaylo, Tsar of the Bulgars. Let's go ahead and get started.
Ivaylo watched suspiciously as the Bulgars bowed their heads in his presence. No matter what respect they showed him as Tsar in daylight, he knew they whispered and cursed him in the shadows. Murderer! Peasants, come. Ternovo might be the city of the Tsars, but it belonged to the Bulgars. Ivaylo knew that remaining there would be a death sentence, but he was tied to the city. The Tsarina was carrying his child, yet fatherhood would have to wait. The Emperor was undeterred by Ivan Asen's defeat. He enlisted his son-in-law, a great Mongol warlord named Nogai, to unleash war on Bulgaria. A descendant of Genghis Khan, Nogai was broad-shouldered and barrel-chested. He had lost an eye battling a brother in the Caucasus, a disfigurement that cost him the chance to rule as Khan of the Golden Horde. However, that was to his liking. Nogai was not a man to sit idly in a golden tent. He became the kingmaker and the real power behind the Horde, leading its warriors into battle. Mongols, Tatars, Cumans, warriors as numerous as blades of grass streamed across the Danube into Bulgaria. Ivaylo raced in the middle of the night to the river town of Drastar. There, he would raise an army and make his stand. In Ternovo, the Tsarina, alone and with child, waited for his return.
Okay, our main objectives are to reach Drastar before Hranislav is slain in single combat. Our hints tell us that we are restricted to a population limit of 200. You cannot train more villagers and should focus on military. Protect your villagers only so that they can repair and build. Like you, your enemies have large stockpiles of resources. Destroying their military buildings is the only way to slow their onslaught. However, it may be beneficial to preserve the Tatar and Cuman camps. When the Khans ruling them are killed, these factions will become your allies. It would be wise to train bands of fast-moving cavalry to focus on hunting down and killing the enemy Khans. Your scouts report that Drastar is besieged by the Golden Horde and must be reached quickly. The town is accessible by boat or by 3 river crossings. The warlord Nogai of the Golden Horde has established his tent outside Drastar and attacks with Mangudai, light cavalry, and onagers. Many tribes fall under the Golden Horde. The Cumans in red are horse archers, knights, and light cavalry who also bring battering rams. The Tatars in green are more defensive, but will muster trebuchets. Both of these peoples are held under Nogai's control through brutal Khans. Killing these Khans may drive these tribes to independence. So it seems that the Tatars and the Cumans can be turned to our side, and we will need to assassinate some Khan units in this mission. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started.
The Mongols have challenged the champion to single combat.
Hranislav has volunteered. Now, I will say that this isn't my first attempt on this level. I've already attempted it a couple of times, and I will say, if anyone was able to do this one blind on the first try, I severely commend them, because the first time I was not able to get anywhere close to the base before Hranislav got killed in single combat. There is a route on the west side of the map here to the transport ship that you can take that will not lead to any of your enemies here. And you'll probably need your light cavalry to go first ahead, because your main cavalry will be too slow. So let's get our light cavalry into this transport ship, get inside, and send the transport ship northwest. We'll have our remaining cavalry forces sit here in the corner for the time being here. As you can see, Hranislav is already taking a beating here. We gotta get here as soon as possible. I think our light cavalry moves faster than the transport ship, so you might actually want to even dump out the light cavalry as soon as you can.
The Mongol has struck a grave blow to our champion.
Get over here. We want to send the transport ship back south.
You finally come, Tsar of the Bulgars. Nogai Khan looks forward to a great battle. Do not disappoint him.
Okay, perfect. And then momentarily, we should have the town here switch over to our side. Eventually. Eventually. There we go.
Worry yourself over resources. We have stocked it down with everything you need. Lead our armies, and we will provide for you.
Let's get to Imperial Age. Start training knights. Garrison in here. Save our cavalry on the north side of the base for the time being. Put these guys in the transport ship so that we can use them later. Start training conics. Pick up the infantry upgrades as well. We're going to need to use what we have of our forces here to stall for a little while. Doesn't really matter if these guys die. Pick up masonry for our buildings. And keep producing knights. Key here will be for us to use our castle to draw aggro. There's a second wave of onagers here. Those guys will be brutalizing us soon enough.
Tattar has been waiting for you outside the city walls. He calls himself Qasim Bey and says he has an offer for you.
He's got an offer. Yes, he does.
Tsar,
There
we
he
are
is.
kindred spirits. We both wish to free our peoples.
And
Kill
he
the
will
Khans who rule the Tatars and
tell us
Cumans,
to kill the
and
Khans.
stand
Yep,
as
yep,
one
yep.
man against the Mongols.
As we get closer to the Imperial Age, we'll have a bunch of units here.
Your people once rode this step. It is a shame that none of that old blood remains in you. Come out from behind your walls, Tsar!
Okay, got conscription next. We need elite tonic if we can. Let's sell off all our wood. Buy some food. Pick up elite tonic. Pick up cavalier. Let this castle draw the aggro for the first little bit here. Want to pick up Vodkanera at some point. Let's grab Bracer. Very nice. And keep training some knights here. Researching Cavalier, which is good. More importantly, we want these two armor upgrades. We got 40-ish units. And while Red's pushing us over here, we'll actually take this opportunity to sneak down south. And keep sending our conics over. This is okay. Let's avoid green. Keep selling our wood because we don't need it. Keep buying food. And have our transport standby here. The goal will be to take the units that we have here and use them to kill the red cons here. Let's continue moving. Let's grab architecture. Yeah, villagers got out here. Oh, we're taking so much damage. There's one Khan. Oh my god, the pathing. My units are not attacking the right guys. Attack the Khans, you dummies. The Khans.
Right, humans. You are now free. Destroy the Mongols.
Okay, very good. Jesus, the pathing is horrible here.
Can only come from a hot forge. You have shown Nogai Khan who is weakest among his warriors.
Okay, so now we have red on our team. Fortunately for us, that pathing issue did not end up being our downfall here. But man, that was horrifyingly annoying. Let's build ourselves a prep post here. And man, having red on our side is a big burden off our shoulders. But so in case you guys didn't really pick up what I was putting down there, it seems like instead of focusing the target that I was actually attacking, the units were doing like an attack move, so they weren't focusing down the Khans enough. That was just really, really brutal for us. Let's pick up chemistry. Murder holes from a university we can, because we won't be able to rebuild these. Keep selling off our wood here. I'll just need to fight underneath our castle for a while. And use our castle to draw the aggro here. I don't want to lose all my villagers. Good thing we didn't lose them all. Having red on our side to take care. Well, having red on our side is a big burden off of our shoulders. It's a 2v2 now instead of a 1v3, and their resources will be on our side. So this gives us just a little bit of precious time to breathe here. Heal up our 2 villagers. And for the time being, we're alright. Whew. We're gonna need more tribute fodder, however. We're gonna need more waves of cavalry. Let's actually take this chance to build a couple more stables here. Maybe like here and here. Oh, actually our villager remained here, which is nice. We'll just use these to train more conics. And I also want to boost up my archery units if I can. So let's take this chance to buy thumb ring, buy Parthian tactics, buy leather archer armor, train some more conics. Build another blacksmith back here where it's nice and safe. But we won't need it for long. And I do know that green will send trebuchets, so we should be careful of that. I don't know if red slowed down production or what, but it seems like they've slowed down a little bit. Put the monk inside the TC so that we can heal. Keep creating conics here. While also creating a couple cavalry archers. Let's try to draw these guys back into our castle fire. Good. I truthfully wouldn't be super opposed to building more buildings just for the sake of having some fodder. I don't want to lose my market. Kind of sucks, but I think I will end up losing it. And I won't be able to rebuild another one. And there it goes. But fortunately, we were able to make good use of it while it was around. So I don't feel too bad. Need to take it a little bit slower. There's our next set of tribute fodder coming in. Let's pick up heavy cavalry archer. Train a few more of those. And maybe build a couple of stables here just for fun. Looking much better than before though. We may want to get siege engineers. I don't want to lose this villager for no reason. Let's unload our monk now that he's at full health to help heal our guys that are sitting in the north here. Bought a couple more elite conics. And I think we are good here. We got all of our upgrades from our blacksmith. Red is still on our team, helping us out a little bit where they can, taking some pressure off. And yeah, definitely, like, if we didn't get red on our side by this point, we'd be finished. Golden Horde's still sending a bunch of Mangudai at us. It's not a horrible deal. We have 7, 4, 4, 3. How did the Mangudai stack up? They have an extra attack. Otherwise, they're the same. They have a better fire rate. And I think they have like a better firing delay. So overall, Mangudai are still stronger by a good amount. But so long as we use the castles properly, these guys should fall. We should try to focus down melee units first, because they do more damage to buildings. If we can get another Krepos out, that would be great. I think we might have lost the villager that built this stable. We need to be careful about that. And now we just need to wait for our next tribute to come in. one of the red Khans. And I guess red is off to fight yellow instead of green here, which is totally okay in my book. And we'll be able to use these forces to train conics. I think going for more conics is the right idea here. Sadly, the excess wood will never have another use. Oh, that stable is blocking the path. Let's bait these guys into the castle. Wait until this wave of greens gets cleaned out, and then we'll send a strike force to attack green's base. That's just how the momentum needs to go for this. Our conics just keep getting back up for more, man. Appreciate that. I feel like it's a bit of a shame that we're unable to rebuild our own market. The market did definitely help early there, selling the wood. Otherwise, we'd be sitting on a bunch of useless wood that we can't really do anything with. And now we have yellow focusing on killing off red there for the time being. This should be okay. We just want to make sure that we avoid yellow here. And then instead go for green. There's a con there, there's a con there. If they have 3 cons, we're going to need to be worried about them for a little while longer.
You fight well. Nogai Khan will grant you a noble death. You will be boiled alive and impaled in front of Nogai's tent.
Okay. Seems that we've got yellow on our tail now. We're going to want to spend these units wisely. Let's break an opening here. Very nice. We got tributed some stuff. We're not here to fight green, we're here to fight cons. We need to get to that one somehow. We have archers. Let's have our archers fight. Try to break down this yurt. I actually need to figure out how to kill this con first. There's a third one.
My Naga brothers, I have freed you. Ride against Nogai Khan.
Excellent. Let's come back here.
Nogai
And now-
Khan's horsemen are like blades of grass on the open steppe. Thousands may be trampled, but the horde marches on.
Let's pick up light cavalry. This way we'll have options for our conics. And we're down to our last surviving villager, it seems. So we gotta be real careful. There's a Treb here, but oh, green's on our side now. Forgot about that. So now things have definitely taken a major upturn for us. Whew. Spend the rest of these on elite conics. I wonder if you lose your last villager, do you like will you get more back? Because sometimes that's how this works. In the end, I guess we can start training Trebs. We never got a chance to research siege engineers before our university went down, sadly. I don't think we have another one anywhere. Yeah, but that's okay. Lacking siege engineers is not the end of the world. Probably gonna need to leave this Krepos unfinished. Yeah. We're gonna need to leave this Krepos unfinished. That's okay, because we've got both red and green on our side now. We just hit our tributes. Perfect. Let's get Hussar up. Our one singular villager is still nice and safe. And I think the tide is now firmly in our favor here. Very fast-paced mission in the start. And definitely there's avenues of loss. If you're unable to get red on your side very, very quickly, you're going to be in major, major trouble. But after you get red, you have some breathing room. And after you get green, I think the 3v1 is firmly going to set us on the front foot here. So that the rate of tributes will start favoring us in the end. I think I'm going to spend the next set of tribute resources on trebuchets, and then we can think about mounting an attack. Taking some time here to take it easy is not wrong, however. Let's try to finish up this Krepos. And imagine, all of these units would ordinarily be on the same side fighting against me. Those are drill siege onagers. Actually insanity. He's actually going to be in some trouble here.
Many towers, but Nogai Khan will topple them.
We definitely need. We're definitely not out of the woods yet here. Actually, I can foresee Nogai killing off red and green on his own if I'm not able to stop them. How much HP does this great tent have? It's a wonder, so it's got tons and tons of HP. Okay, let's get 4 Trebs out. Let's get more Hussars out. We can probably withstand one more wave or so. After we go on the offensive here, we should still be fine. We're gonna have plenty of Hussars. Plenty plenty of trebs. And red and green are actually starting to turn the tide just a little bit here. If we join them, I'm sure we'll be able to make a pretty big dent in them. We're almost done producing the units that we want. And Nogai's hussars are actually not even fully upgraded. So they are significantly weaker than our hussars. The important thing now is to wait until the trebuchets that we've got are done. Once the last trebuchet comes out, I think we'll be good. Oh. Let's actually back. I don't want to spend our force on yellow here yet. Let's bait him into our castle. And if we fight here, we should be at a distinct advantage. Oh, this treb. Come back. I don't want to lose you. Otherwise, this is a major killing ground. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, the Mongolians did not turn out positively from this exchange. And now we push. Getting more tribute. Let's spend these all on conics. Get out of here. I don't want any conversions on my watch. Let's move our monk back here. He's taking his time to attack. I'll use this opportunity to push this northern base here. Oh, there's a bit of lag there. Let's get this treb in on the action as well. And get 4 more hussars involved. I don't want to fight under the castle if I don't have to. So let's not. Kind of regretting that we don't have siege engineers on our side. But at the time, we just straight up did not have the wood or food. The food had to go elsewhere. If you're able to sneak it in, or if you're able to protect your university for long enough, I guess I could recommend it. But really, it's the production buildings that have got to go here. Tower down. Red and green are still distracting the enemies pretty well here. Actually move in a little bit closer. I think adding cavalry archers in the mix did end up being worth it in the long run. They allow us to fight their cavalry archers without having scuffed pathfinding, which is really powerful. Range units in this game right now are just way more powerful because of the pathfinding. And the tent should actually come down fairly soon too. get more conics out. Let's get another trebuchet out. Everything else can go onto hussars. Ooh, direct hit on a cavalry archer is pretty brutal. As long as the onagers come down, we should be okay. And now let's just start hitting the tent directly. With our trebuchets here. We got more conics, more trebs. Let's keep them moving across. And 4 trebs hammering away at the tent should be good enough. As red and green start making a concentrated push here now. Very good. And I gotta say, the flow of this mission, it just feels so nice after you've like done it properly. Like the difficulty balance is pretty good. The first couple of times I tried this completely blind, and I got completely destroyed. But I did see the path forward, which in my opinion is pretty decent level design.
It has been an honor to fight a strong enemy. Go now, Tsar of the Bulgars. Your throne has been taken by traitors.
Cool. And that is the W for us. Very nice, enthralling gameplay. Obviously, to free the tribes is only a secondary objective there, but you are not going to be able to do this level without freeing them. At least not on hard difficulty. You will get absolutely trashed if you try to do so. I didn't know Cumans could produce paladins. Wow. Huh. Cumans can produce paladins. That's actually insane. But yes, the operating strategy here is use your light cavalry to get here, otherwise Hronis level will just die too fast. Use your starting infantry and archers to stall for time, I guess, as you get your upgrades. And you want to save as much of your cavalry as possible into one big blob so you can make an assault onto Red's cons. There's 3 cons per base. And pathing melee units is hell, but you really do need to focus fire down those cons. After which Red will join you. Then you wait a couple sets of tributes, fight off the siege weapons, but then continue baiting the enemies into your castle. At which point you can send a second wave to kill off green. And after green's on your side, it's mostly safe. Nogai will spend most of his time attacking red and green, and you can wait for a couple waves of tributes to build up a force of trebuchets and cavalry, and you will be good to go here. Very fun level.
A lone rider approached Drastar and called for the Tsar. Ivaylo wondered, was this a messenger of the one-eyed Khan offering peace? But as the Tsar raised himself against the battlements, he could see the horseman was a Bulgarian. What word did he bring from Ternova? Did he come to tell Ivaylo of the birth of his child? No, the rider bore a message which chilled Ivaylo and the survivors of the siege. Tsar, the horseman began, your men in Ternova are dead, murdered by the Bulgars who have opened the gates to Ivan Asen. Ivan has taken the Tsarina and your newborn child and delivered them as prisoners to the Emperor.
Wow. So, Nogai was just a distraction in the end? Pretty freaky stuff. We'll have to see where the story develops in the next level. Which will be The Echoes of Heroes. What a name. That sounds so cool. But that'll be for a future episode. Until then, my name's been The Clever Fool. See you guys next time.